Hey guys, it's Manny here from Off-Bush. So today we're going to do something a little different. We're doing off-bush foraging. So we're going to start off with the Saffron Milk Cap, which we have here. So some of the names that people call it are the latter name, which is Lactarius Deliciosus. Some of the nicknames are Saffron Milk Cap, Pine Mushroom, or just Saffy. So yeah, that's what we call them. So what do they look like? On top of the mushroom, there's a dimple. If you cut the stem's hollow. The mushroom's orange, hence the saffron name, and the gills are orange as well. So if you cut the mushroom as well, it will leak a orange fluid. So that's where the Lactarius name comes from, the lactate in the milk. So yeah, and Deliciosus is because they're pretty delicious. So yeah. So where do you find them? As one of the nicknames suggests, pine mushroom, you'll find them where pine trees grow. So that could be in a pine plantation, state forest, that could be in a nature reserve where there are some pine trees, or just wherever else a pine tree will grow. So the pine trees and the pine mushrooms live symbiotically with each other. So the mushroom needs the tree and the tree needs the mushroom to grow, and it runs a network under the trees. So under this piece of bark is this webbing system, which we call the mycelium. So this is actually the main part of the mushroom. The actual what we call mushroom is the fruiting body. So kind of like the apple on the apple tree, and the mycelium is the tree itself. And this mycelium network runs rampant all through the pine forest under. So first of all, go somewhere where there are pine trees. So we are in a state forest where there are pine trees. How you pick them? So the way you pick them is you give them a little tap. So the reason we tap the mushrooms like this before we pick them is to help release the spores so that the next batch can come through. And then you cut the stem. So there are two trains of thought. Some people say you cut the stem, some people say you pick them. There's no real concrete evidence on why you should do either, so just do whatever you want. I just personally cut them so I don't have the debris at the bottom. The best way to store and carry the Saffies are on a flat basket or container if possible, and not stacked on top of each other, just because the gills bruise quite easily and they go green. So yeah, just laid out. There's nothing wrong with them when they go green, just a little bit of bruising. This is a good example of a pine mushroom that has come up from under the pines, the little needle pines. So just be careful where you're walking and look at the floor. If you haven't gone mushroom picking before, you could be like, you're walking around and looking with your eyes up and trying to look off in the distance. These mushrooms, and some mushrooms in general, are just quite hidden. So just really take your time, walk slow, look down. This one's quite exposed compared to some other ones. Like I've seen ones that are just completely covered and you can only tell because there's like a little mound of pine needles. So yeah, just really enjoy the experience and walk slow and look down. Usually when I'm out picking them, I have them a little bit on the day, where cut them up, add a little bit of liquid and kind of steam them up so they can kind of get meaty and firm. And then once the water dissolves, add a bit of oil and butter and fry them up. Add a bit of garlic, salt, pepper, put them on some toast or bread, and then add an acid of your choice. So whether that's lemon juice or balsamic glaze, and they're delicious like that. Or you could do a risotto or anything that like highlights the mushroom itself. And then last of all, I am not liable if you eat a mushroom that is wrong. So if you're even 1% unsure that this is the right mushroom, just don't eat it. There are there's so many stories that you hear on the news of people eating something and they're becoming ill or whatever. I won't try to scare you too much, but these mushrooms are so unique that it'll be hard to pick the wrong one. But even if you're just 1% unsure, don't eat them. And now there are so many groups on Facebook. Like, you can go on Google, look up Lactarius Deliciosus or Saffron Milk Cap. You can see photos. They're so easy to identify. You can even join, there's a bunch of Facebook groups. There's foraging groups, there's Saffron Milk Cap groups, there's just mushroom groups in general. Join a few of them, post photos of what you found, and people will identify them for you. Even send me photos on Instagram, just direct message me. I'll even identify them for you. Just make sure you don't eat the wrong ones. And yeah, I'm not liable if you eat the wrong ones. So I hope you've enjoyed this shorter video of foraging. And if you've enjoyed this style of video, please let me know, and I'll be sure to make some more. And yeah, if you liked it, give it a like, comment some feedback on this different format, and yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Happy foraging.